Hi guys. So I wanted to share with you guys some of my experiences on online learning, online teaching, and all these technical issues that are going to be kind of normal during this stage of the pandemic and teaching. And so what I noticed was that my students were not really able to hear me with just my headphones. And so I did have to buy a microphone stand, and that was like $25 on Amazon. It was really cheap. I didn't go for anything professional, and it's really cool. It has a mute button, it has an on and off button, so it's fairly easy to use. All I had to do was plug it into the USB port on my desktop. Boom, easy to use. Now, the other issue that I was having was that on my desktop, I could use Google Meets on Google Classroom to meet with my students live for live instruction, and it was perfectly fine. But on my desktop, now that they let us bring it home, I was having a lot of issues with the webcam. And I was talking to the IT guy at all hours, and finally my brother actually helped me figure out what was going on. And so I'm going to share with you what happened, and hopefully if you're having the same issue, then hopefully this helps you out. So let me show you first of all my camera. So just my camera, if I were to open up, then you're able to see me. Hi. And so as you can see, it's perfectly fine. Oh, and this is my microphone stand, so let me show it to you. It has that little mute button, so if I turn it off, so I said you can't hear me, right? And so it's fairly easy to use, just has a little USB port on it, super easy to use. Now, my camera is fine here, but if I were to use, so let me go ahead and close this. If I were to use my Google Meets, then it shows up fine at first, right? It shows like, ooh, perfect, everything's fine. You join, and then all of a sudden, boom, it zoomed super much into my face, right? So it's super close. And even though I do love my makeup today, um, our kids probably don't want to see us that close. And so I don't want to see me that close. So what I figured out, I looked at everything. What I had to figure out was you click on these three little buttons here on the side, and you click on settings. You go to settings, you go to video, and if you change it from standard to HD, and I like to change both just so that my students are not also zoomed in, then you can see that it's actually zoomed out and it fixes that problem so much more. So if you guys are having that issue, then hopefully this helps. You just go to the three little dots here on the corner, go to settings, go to video, and then you change it from standard to HD, and that should fix your problem. So hope this helps.